it's more fun to just take it with your hand and see the worms dropping by and just scatter them all over the place. This is a beautiful thing to see. Good morning, YouTube. In front of me here is a box of earthworm, ANC, African nightcrawler. I ordered from online from a seller in Malacca, Malaysia. Cost me with shipping close to 40 ringgit, probably 40 ringgit. So the nightcrawler is about 100 gram. There's a picking invoice here. I can't show you because that's my address will be in here. So there will be a picking invoice showing written there 100 gram. And earthworm is a live item, so they put a good urgent parcel, fastest delivery needed, fragile item, please handle with care, thank you. And beware of temperature, this item cannot store under stifling hot condition. Yes, the earthworm will die. Okay, don't throw and put upwards. Don't throw and put upwards. So this word is not that right. Don't throw is okay, and put upwards. Okay, some people will understand it. Jangan baling dan tetap ke atas. So it must be upwards. So let's open up this box of worms. It's very big in terms of its packaging. I'm surprised. It's only 100 gram of worms, and this is nowadays sellers want to see unboxings, because if there is a claim for damage, at least we can show them, right? As usual, there will be a lot of newspapers. This later one will be worm food again. I think I have bought from this same shop before, few years back, and their packaging is good, and their worm is also good. The quantity is good. Okay, I bought it before, and this is a bag of worm. It looks like sawdust, packed in sawdust and some egg. Okay, this is going to be worm food later on. We're going to throw it into the worm bin. Good, nothing will be wasted. Okay, let's put it aside first. Best to soak it in, wet it, soak it in water. Even the cardboard, this cardboard is worm food, but I need to remove the plastics so that it will not contaminate litter my worm casting or vermicompost. You need to remove the plastic because worm doesn't eat plastic anyway, so it will cause problem in the compost. Okay, let's see what we have here. Wow. First, I got to get a container. This container will do. Yes. Put the worm here and let's open up what we have in the bag. Oh, they use cable tie. So I got a knife, blade. Usually we have to use cutter with cable tie because can cause accidents if you use knife, but be careful. So that's the bag of worms. I do not really want to count how many they have inside here. Let's just say it's sufficient. Okay, that's it. And just let's have a look. Okay, these are worm casting. There are probably a few worm eggs also inside here. So this is one example of the African nightcrawler. So they will be hiding away. So that's it. They will be hiding away towards the center of the coolest area. So it's nice packaging for a worm. So okay, that's it. You can see those are all the worms. Haha. It's nice. This vermicompost really feel good actually when you're touching it, because they are cooling, they are soft in texture, and this is very nutritious for plants. So let's see. Okay, we have worm casting. That's nice. So probably the seller still remember me and give it a good packaging, but I have no way to count how many worms there are inside here. But it's sufficient to start a vermicompost bin. So then the worm will multiply if the condition is right, just like before. Then due to heat, no problem. But now I have this place right under the shade, so the problem with heat is no longer there. Hopefully this time round my worm compost bin will be flourishing, because I like to recycle or our kitchen scrap. Basically our kitchen scrap, if we throw it inside this bin, all the wasted kitchen scrap, banana peels or whatever you do not eat, except do not throw in starch inside here. Starch and any oily items, do not feed it to the worms. Leafy vegetables, even grass cutting, leaf, paper, newspaper, all newspaper, cardboard that you come with your shipping when you purchase from Shopee, Lazada, all that can be break down and give the worm to turn it into something very useful. So without further ado, that's the grow bed that has been waiting for the worms, and we have the pit soil with coconut husk. So that is also food for the worm. I will need to make it a bit moist, so we can just dump it in here, but it's more fun to just take it with your hand and see the worms dropping by and just scatter them all over the place. This is a beautiful thing to see. Wow. But not for those that don't like to handle worms. Anyway, if you have worms, you can go fishing with these worms, but let them multiply first. Okay, there's a lot of worms actually, and a lot of worms casting been given in the packaging. So I'm very satisfied with this seller. Thank you. Of course, the price you have to pay for a good batch of worms. Don't try to skip on the costing so much. People are making money, people are doing business, and if they do not sell the worm online, or you will need to go somewhere very far to get the worms, so probably your transportation costs will be more than double the price what I paid for here, because I know Malacca is not near. It's about 200 kilometers away. That if you do not get lost. Okay, right, the worms is here, all here. Okay, I'm using this power sprayer to sprinkle water. It's much easier. It holds only 5 liters of water. I do not want to put any chemical in here or soap. It's just plain water, because I'm using this to do some simple cleaning or some like moistening the grow bed or the this, and just give it a good rinse of water. Since this bin now is under the roof, I'm very confident that should not have any problem. Previously I experienced worm running away because of heat. So, and it's also good to, on top of this soil, put a piece of cardboard just to give some kind of worm doesn't like sunlight. They will hide and go deep if you have sunlight. So if you have a piece of cardboard covering over this, or some plastic roofing material like the one that I did use before, the worm will come up to the surface and eat whatever you have on the surface. And every time you feed the every time you feed the worms with kitchen scrap, just remove that piece of cardboard, put the kitchen scrap, scatter it around, and put it back the cardboard, and that's it. You don't feed worms every day. They are not like fish, cats, dogs, or any live animal that you need to feed daily. You can feed them probably once a week, once in 2 weeks, or sometime if the population is small, you just need once a month. But it's fun because what they do, they will convert all your kitchen scrap into, as I mentioned, into a very fertile worm casting, and it is odorless. It doesn't give any bad odor, it doesn't have any bad smell. So that's one thing good about vermicomposting. So I highly recommend, if anybody want to do a very simple way of recycling your kitchen scrap, your waste paper, just try to make a worm compost bin. It doesn't need a large space. It's a very small, and you can stack them up if you have more than one. So, and worm doesn't make noise anyway, so they are very silently working, doing their best for the environment. So that's something good about worms. This is the unsung heroes of our world. They are beautiful. Okay, that's about it. I'm going to put this aside and only look at it in a week or two. That's how simple it is to keep worms. Right, thanks for watching. Bye.